Chargers.
Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Argentinians,
they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now Graham.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
and they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd and 10 now. Graham, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Graham going to look to throw again. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw here's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
they get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Graham on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, Graham. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Graham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. 3rd down from the gun, Graham. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Graham to throw it.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 90 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
He juked him, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Off off the play fake. Here's Graham. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about the show put on by these 2 defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We're scoreless after 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have... here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here is third down and 4.
On third down, here's Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a full. Boy. Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Play action. It's Graham. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Graham will throw. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now it's Graham. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Boy,
Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now Graham on first down. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him on balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Buenos Aires offense back out now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wilson. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this
was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Graham to throw. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They'll throw on 1st down with Graham. And that's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Again, it's Graham. He'll get this to Akers out of backfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. He's caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Michael Pittman,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the 1st half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the 2nd half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Wizards are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Graham. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Middleton trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
11 yards for number 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Now Graham.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This pass finds its way to Williams.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Graham going to set up to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here is 3rd and 5. Graham will throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Now it's Graham. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
To throw once more, here is Graham.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
He gets away from one. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Graham here from the shotgun. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Graham to throw it. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point in the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.